Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the free-to-play account, and as you can see, we're already in Chapter 30, so just absolutely crushing it. It's kind of crazy. We have 21,000 diamonds, so over the last couple days, again, slowed progression a little bit, but overall, still making a ton of progression already into 30. Now, in today's video, we want to look at the shop refreshes and how you can actually farm this as a player, and of course, knock in, really do some of these summons. So we just got the reset. So within the store, you'll notice in the top right, we do have these refreshes. Now in here, you can farm and make a crazy amount of progression in a very short amount of time if you really maximize these. Now looking at our shop, number one, you want to buy Time Emblem. This is the absolute biggest priority. Now these are not able to refresh because as you can see right down here, it shows 3 of 3, 3 of 3. This is only 1 of 1, meaning you can only get one of these. Then we have the baits. But looking at everything else in here, probably wouldn't recommend buying it short of possibly getting the Arcane Staff just because you're ultra limited. Now, when we look at the shop and the refreshes you're getting for free, we are buying 500 Essence, we are getting the Elemental Shards, we are getting Poke Coins, and we are getting the Primordial Emblems. The only way that I do not buy these is if you have all the heroes built. So overall, we are going to pick these up. Now you can see we have 179 million gold. We're going to do the first refresh because that is available. We are going to repeat that exact same cycle going through here, getting again those primordial emblems, going to give us the ability to build out a lot more of those signature items. We are going to do this the third time like we have every day and getting a total of 1,500 essence out of here a day just because of the shop refreshes. And even looking here, guys, that is 90 primordial emblems. We're talking 750 in your poke coins. And then, of course, a lot of those elemental shards giving us the ability to build out heroes. Now, looking at the guild store, this, I don't know why it gets a refresh because regardless of how many tokens you got, short of looking for dimensional gear, that would be the only thing. You can see right here, we do have a piece of dimensional gear. So if you are searching for one specific piece of dimensional gear, you could go ahead, you could use a refresh in here. And of course, unfortunately, there's no dimensional gear in there. We could do it one more time. Again, looking for dimensional gear. Unfortunately, no dimensional gear for a third time. This is normal. When you look at here, if you're looking and if you want to build out and want to buy dimensional gear, you can just save some of your guild coins. But honestly, recommendations going in here. Number one, Draconic Insignias are the number one priority. Then the Time Emblems, and then I'd probably go in with Hilduin. If you don't have Hilduin built, that is going to be the order, followed by Eugene, possibly Eugene. Again, I feel like by the time that even on this account, I have the opportunity to build Eugene, the feasibility or the viability of the hero is no longer going to be there from the heroes that we're seeing as it is right now. Barracks, this of course doesn't offer any refresh in there, so you just got to kind of wait on that one. Labyrinth store, and then again, the Challenger store does it as well. Not 100% sure exactly why this refreshes it either, but Labyrinth store, again, not a refresh in here either. So unfortunately, pretty limited with that. But like I said, if you do it right, if you're using all of your free refreshes in the store, don't ignore them. That is my worst case scenario where if you're going in there and you're just ignoring all of the refreshes, you're not going to have the ability to actually build it up a little bit further. Now you notice right in here, I'm going to wait and save these because we're trying to get to 25. When you start building a new account, when you start making progression, you want to get all of the branches of the Elder Tree up to 25 and then specifically focus on 2 in general, which we'll look at in just a minute. But Noble Tavern, you can see we have 20,000 diamonds. I'm going to use those for summons because we're still looking for 3 ascended heroes in every single faction. And there we go, guys. Right off the bat, we get a copy of Scarlet. She could be a very close to ascended in there, but that is very, very cool to see that we got that early. And I think we did drop Mira in here, which I thought we did. Not sure the utility. If you're using Mira, definitely let me know in the comments because I've heard tower progression, campaign progression does pretty well. Everywhere else, the hero is not being used at all. Now, if you remember last time, we did pull the awakened version of Shamira in here, which we're looking at. And on this account, just because we are going Greyborn, I do want to build out, and I am going to build out the awakened version of Shamira first, but right there is another copy of Villanelle. And we need a lot more food. We are also to the point where food is imperative in here. We're trying to get Randy built up higher. We're trying to get Ivan built out. There's a copy of Thorn, which again, doesn't really do much for us. But I'm hoping, maybe, fingers crossed, we could get another hero out of here. We need a few more elites. We need a few more copies. Food, rare cards always do come in handy. but overall being able to build out a couple of these heroes very quick. Now, Stargazer, unfortunately, we don't have any Stargazer scrolls in here, so we're going to have to wait and see once we get this hero. And then we do have 4 of these. Like I said, for the last 4 days, we have bought 1 of these every day, really focusing on these. And not having the heroes, knowing who we're building, I am using these because I don't want to sit on all of these resources when I could have the ability to have essentially all of these here. So if you're saving your time emblems, which for most players, we know there is a new hero that is literally going to be up on the test server. It should be tomorrow. Now, we also got these faction cards. These are going to go all into Graveborn as well. Again, looking for Ivan, which there is a copy of Ivan. Absolutely love that. There is Baden, and unlock for Baden. Still seeing him as a cheese with Tricia is still pretty funny. But overall, let's see. We got Shamira in there. We got Treznar, Silas, and the final one gives us a copy of Silas again. So unfortunately, no copies of Randy in there. But that's okay because we're making a lot more progression. I want to show you where we have the heroes built. 500 more essence out of there. We got 1,500 out of the store. We have 5 stones in total. Boom! We got Lucius, which not gonna probably use him. Maybe the tower. Also got Tricia in there. Again, a little bit more food. We have Sonya. Now, Sonya in the classic version, as we sit right now, not a really big hero, not really imperative build. 24 rear hero. So unfortunately, again, not going to see a lot of utility out of Sonya herself. But look at the copies of heroes we got, guys. We got Silas, double copies of Silas. We got Treznar, a couple other heroes in there. So hopefully this is going to give us the Elite Plus copies we need to build these out. Because like I said earlier, even with Ivan, he's close. Looking at Randy getting close, we do have that Shamira copy. So we need 1 copy of Ivan in here. And of course, because both of those are already built, I feel like we have Lady Simona in here. We have some copies of Oden. We do have Silas in here. That might make a very big difference because of having a secondary support hero. I think I'm going to wait for this one again, just because we do have a little bit of food in here to see who and if we get some new copies. Now, like we said earlier, Scarlet, we got a copy in here. It looks like we do have enough food by using Angelo. I'm going to go ahead and use these. And we're trying to build up Palmer. This is going to take Palmer actually up to Mythic. So we're starting to get a lot more of these heroes built out, even looking at the extra copies or just a little bit more food, because Palmer also does have additional copies already. We have 2 copies right there, so just a couple more. Jerome, we've only gotten 1, and I would love to build out Jerome. Now, Naruko in here, we need 1 more copy. I believe 1 more, maybe 2 more of Naruko, and then we could build him out. Maulers overall, not seeing any love whatsoever. Then we have these 2. So we have Iran, and we do have Aethys in here. We have copies of Aethys. We have copies of Iran. Just need a little bit of food because we also have Misha in here as well. So again, this is really important. We need a lot more food in here. And then, of course, Greyborn, we have the rest of these not really building out at all. But we did get our first dimensional hero in there, which was awesome. Elder Tree, this is the reason why I saved it. Oh, we're 1 shy. 1 shy, that's okay. We'll go in here. We'll build up this tank a little bit. So tanking goes to 10. Remember, 25 in all of these is the initial goal. Now, do we get anything else in Field of Stars? No love in the Field of Stars, but I want to look at the heroes. So right now, again, we are building out Randy in the entirety. Let's go ahead and build out some more of these. Got some early, remember, really early tier 3 stones. We got that one. We'll also tier 3 his boots. Kind of crazy that we're getting these built out again to the tier 3 stones already. Very cool to see. Now, of course, in here, we just need some more resources. Still kind of waiting for that. We have Rem to 20. We have Ivan finally up to 20. Aethys goes to 20. And then, of course, just kind of going down the pipeline, which I think I'm going to focus on Scarlet. Just for the simple fact that a lot of the burst damage in here. And then the rest of the heroes that don't have or have not unlocked that signature item, now is the time because we are farming these like crazy. To kind of, again, 1 by 1 building out these heroes, little by little, kind of day by day. Palmer does need a couple more copies, but as you can see, already have a pretty stacked set of heroes right here. Now we're waiting to get to 200. I think all heroes need to be at level 200. So we're about 2K, probably a little short of 2K shy from getting our next hero up to 200. And then they will all be at 200. Giving Randy the ability to go to 240, which we know 240, once we get them all to 240, that is unlocking the resonating crystal as we know it today. and continuing to build it up. So again, guys, this is like a week in, probably what, 2 days over a week that we're already into this, and making this much progression across the board is kind of incredible with how fast you can kind of just churn and burn the content in this game. I remember when we started this game, how incredibly difficult it was to go through, to make progression, to push. Really anything in here was a super grind with the original version of Chimera. Now with Randy, you can just kind of buzz right through it all. And again, we've already gotten to the point with unlocking the Celestial Towers. And even here, guys, Celestial Towers, I have literally these 3 heroes. I don't, and we're so far removed from being able to build them up any further. It's kind of silly to think that we're at the point where we do have the towers. We have a lot of abilities, a lot of different things to kind of go through and build. And I'm waiting till we get the new hero that's coming up. Again, a couple more days, the new hero is going to be up. Treasure Scramble, we've been kind of working on as well. Just getting a lot more free resources out of here, another 155 essence. But overall, guys, happy, very happy with the progression. Oaken, let's hop in here. We can do another summon. Still looking for Randy. And there is Mesmer, of course, in there. So let's go ahead and do a summon. Now we did drop Chimera in here. We have Labyrinth, and then the rest of the heroes as we slowly continue to build them out. I know we've gotten some couple of mythics, and there is one. Again, Scarlet's getting pretty close. Got a free card in here, and you know what? I'm going to go Graveborn. I'm going to go Graveborn just for the simple fact that and let's go support. I almost built that one, but I want to do it for Ivan and Randy. Again, just kind of building it out and seeing, because it's probably going to ding us for an upgrade right there. So there we go. So he literally gained 20k health, which of course is not going to make a difference in any single game mode. But even looking at our storeroom, we already do have a couple pieces in there for a couple of different heroes. Just going to have to build them up a little bit further, and then we will be ready to rock and roll with them heroes in general. But again, guys, it's really cool to see, you know, the dailies to the weeklies to build up everything that we're having on this free-to-play account. I am still enjoying it a ton. I'm loving going through and doing all the content that we're covering in here and getting and building out these heroes. Now, as far as this, I stopped at 3026. I can probably farm this out significantly now, especially because we have Palmer, we have a signature item. We also do have, you know, some higher tier stones with the tier 3 stones. And I wonder, beasts. I haven't summoned any beasts in a while. Now, of course, in here, the seal is the one that we are taking, and we haven't gotten any copies of the seal at all, but seal is the one that we are taking up 100% of the way. The seal will actually stay. And I believe that was an unlock for the Panda Dumpty, which it was an unlock for the Panda. So here I'm going to go strength just for the simple fact that it doesn't really make a difference. We build them evenly. Even here, we need 1. Here we need 3. So we'll build this up evenly, trying to unlock the skills and abilities. But all 3 of these we are taking to 6. The seal will stay in forever until the seal does hit 18. And the other one, we are actually just going to rotate kind of through with whatever we do have coming up. So guys, I think that's going to do it. I think we have just about everything done, used all of our resources in here, even making a little bit more progression. I don't think we have anything else within the Dragon Isles itself. I think, again, we've been burning through all of these resources. As we've been getting them, we've been making a lot more progression with them, which is awesome. So I'm going to farm the campaign a little bit more, but that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.